Hi, can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Jackie Chen, and currently I'm a graduate student at Columbia University.
What is your past affiliation with ASA or its umbrellas?
I was a part of ASA's umbrella organization, CASA. I was a PR chair, and later on I would serve on SGB supporting ASA.
What does ASA mean to you?
ASA to me means family. It's somewhere you can go and be yourself and know you're not judged and you can be supported.
Hi, what is your name and history with ASA?
Hi, I'm Natalie Chuck, and I was president of CASA 2016 to 2017.
Okay, and what does ASA mean to you?
Okay, so ASA means to me representation and just pride. Before I joined ASA, I had a really hard time expressing my identity, and I didn't think that people could relate to me. I always felt really different, especially growing up in North Carolina. But joining ASA my freshman year, I was able to actually embrace my identity as a Chinese American, and I got so many leadership opportunities that I feel like now, after I've graduated, all my experiences now as a graduate have been impacted by ASA. Without being president of CASA, I wouldn't have the position I have today with teaching middle school with Teach for America.
So can you introduce yourself?
Okay, so I'm Jaewei Wang. I graduated in the spring of 2018. I majored in Business Information Systems with their certificate in Conceptual Foundations of Medicine. And I'm working in Pittsburgh as an experience designer for UPMC Health Plan.
So what does ASA mean to you?
ASA was a place for me to really come into myself, to be around people who look like me, who come from similar backgrounds, who have crazy Asian parents, who eat the same food as me, who listen to the same music as me, and watch the same shows as me. To be in a space where people are very much like you was a really great time, and a great time for me to get to understand myself and grow myself. And it was an opportunity for me to find something that I wanted to make happen. And so my years on the ASA board was really about creating a community to have people grow, and also to inspire others to be themselves. Because I think when you're in college, you're trying to find yourself, and it's very scary. And so ASA for me was really a place for you to be yourself, and then from there to learn to become your best self. And so being on board was great, where I learned a lot of leadership skills, a lot of organization skills, a lot of execution skills, a lot of communication skills, and all those things have very much helped me in my job today. And so just learning how to be myself and learning how to apply the things I learned in ASA, both in the community but also on board, all that stuff has really made me to who I am today.
Introduce yourself and what you're currently doing in life.
So my name is Karen Liu, and right now I am a community operations manager for a company called Beauty Shop, which is a Pittsburgh-based co-working operator.
What past affiliations have you held with ASA and its umbrellas?
So when I went to Pitt, I was in ASA. I was the media chair for one semester, I believe, back in 2012. And I participated in ASA events all through my 4 years at Pitt.
Awesome. And so what does ASA mean to you?
So ASA was really probably the first community of Asian Americans that I really became friends with growing up in a very middle class, upper middle class, white suburban area. I really didn't have very many friends who looked like me growing up, and so when I came to college, that was where I really found that community for the first time. And so I think being part of ASA really sparked my interest in just discovering more about my culture and what it means to be Asian American specifically, and having that as part of my identity and being proud of it.
Awesome. Thank you.
Can you please state your name and also what you're doing right now?
Yeah.
My name is Diana Huang, and I'm currently working at PNC Bank as a process improvement specialist.
What was your previous position in ASA?
I was the former president and events planner for VSA long ago.
And what does ASA mean to you?
I would say it's definitely a time for that organization when I was a part of it, of just meeting so many different kinds of people and then just learning more about myself. So it was a mix of just like, I would say a lot of mental growth, and I really appreciate meeting so many people during my time with ASA and VSA and all the other umbrella organizations for all the help, assistance, and just, I guess, as cheesy as it sounds, like friendship and love from all the friends. So I really appreciate my time.
Let's introduce yourself. What is your full name? What are you currently doing in life?
So my name is Dylan McNulty. I am currently a PharmD candidate in the School of Pharmacy here at the University of Pittsburgh. Previously, I have been the Public Relations Chair, the Business Manager, and the President of the Asian Students Alliance.
Okay. What does ASA mean to you?
So, growing up, I did not come from the most diverse area. I think that is a common thread between a lot of the community members here at Pitt. That being said, I don't know if I really had a good understanding of how my background as a Korean adoptee really impacted how I viewed my culture or how it impacted my development as a person. So I think that being involved in ASA here at Pitt, I was really, for the first time, able to have a productive conversation about how my backgrounds and experiences here as an Asian American impacted me as a person. And I don't think that I would have been able to have that experience really any other way. That being said, I look back on a lot of the experiences and I know that I wouldn't have been able to have felt as comfortable as I did engaging in those discussions if everyone in the community wasn't as welcoming as they were and didn't help me have as much fun here at Pitt as I did. So I think that between the accepting community and the types of conversations that we were having as a community, I think that those two processes in tandem have really spurned my own understanding of what being an Asian American means to me.
Alright, so go ahead and say your name, like introduce yourself, like what are you doing now, and then what you did in ASA.
Okay, so hi, I'm Christine Ortiz. I actually graduated from Pitt last April, so I'm a recent graduate. Right now I am working in Cleveland, Ohio, doing a year of service with City Year, which is an AmeriCorps program where we support teachers in urban elementary schools. Yeah, and then so I was involved in the ASA via FSA, so that's the Filipino Students Association. I was the committee coordinator my junior year, and then I was business manager for FSA my senior year of college, and that's kind of how I got involved in ASA, and like becoming a board member helped me become more involved in ASA because then I got to know the other board members. We came out to their events, they came out to our events. So yeah, that's
and then what does ASA mean to you?
I feel like ASA is important because what it did for me was it helped me learn about other cultures that weren't mine, which I think is very important, especially within the Asian community, to be more culture about like what does Vietnamese culture look like and like what is Chinese culture look like, what do they celebrate, and it was definitely an educational experience and something that like helped broaden my perspective. So I feel like it's definitely a good organization because it helps us learn about each other and learn how we're different, how we're the same, and how we all work together.
Your name, what you're currently doing, and your most recent position in ASA.
Sure. My name is Anthony Nolian. I graduated from the University of Pittsburgh back in 2016. And I took a couple years. I worked at HM Health Solutions, which was an IT for-profit subsidiary of Highmark Health. And then I left that to pursue graduate school, which is what I'm currently doing. I'm pursuing a graduate degree in healthcare policy and management at Heinz College at Carnegie Mellon University.
They mean to you as an undergraduate at the University of Pittsburgh?
So much like a lot of my peers at the time, I came to the University of Pittsburgh from the white Christian conservative suburbs in North Pittsburgh. And so I didn't really have a great opportunity to kind of see what it was like being amongst other Asian American individuals, simply because there wasn't a whole lot of diversity back home. And so when I got to Pitt, the first group that I looked to feel welcomed on campus was ASA, was CASA. And so being able to join those organizations at, whenever I was still trying to figure out who I was, what my identity was really impactful. And this is really where I was able to find my power as a person. So I was really grateful for the experiences that I was able to exchange with other ASA orgs, as well as the leadership skills that I was able to develop in CASA. And that's definitely, transformed me into the person that I am today.
Experiences and the skills you've learned in ASA impacted you post-graduation?
So one thing that I've learned about being a part of the AAPI community and just also being in places of power is that when you're not at the table, you're on the menu. So when I was at work, actually, at Highmark Health, I realized that there was no business resource group for Asian American and Pacific Islanders. So I remember being, fresh out of school as a first-time full-time employee, reaching out to the Office of Diversity and Inclusion at Highmark Health and asking them why there wasn't an Asian American Pacific Islander business resource group. And so from that point on, we were able to initiate one at Highmark Health, which is a company that serves over, people in Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Delaware, especially in healthcare, because healthcare is something that should be given to everyone, specifically and especially our AAPI community. So being able to create a business resource group for my community was a direct result of my advocacy experiences with ASA. So I was really grateful for that, because it really empowered me to be able to make that initial conversation with the Office of Diversity and Inclusion. Something that I'm really proud of, and something that really helped bolster my own professional career.
Alright, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Timothy Lee. I graduated from Pitt in 2015, majored in finance and psychology. I'm currently working at UPMC as a senior revenue cycle analyst.
What positions did you hold in ASA?
Oh, right. So I've been a part of ASA community since I was a freshman, and I was actually the president of CASA for 2013, and senior advisor in 2014, and I guess I've always been a huge advocate for CASA. That was kind of weird.
You can redo it if you would like, but I thought it would be fine.
Okay.
What does ASA mean to you?
What does ASA
There's no combination of words I could put on the back of a postcard. No song that I could sing, but I could.
Yeah, coming to Pitt, I think ASA gave me a lot of opportunities to meet people, to grow as a leader and as someone who didn't really have an identity, and developing that sense of myself. And ASA has really contributed to a lot to my growth and how I've been able to network myself, create lasting relationships, and ultimately it's something that I would do over again if I had the chance.
Alright, so introduce yourself. First name, last name, and what are you doing in life?
Hi, my name is Christy Yang, and I'm currently in dental school at Pitt.
Alrighty. What was your past affiliation with ASA and its umbrellas?
So I first became involved in ASA through CASA, and in CASA I was events coordinator, and then president, and then I became president of ASA.
Nice. Yeah. What is your favorite ASA memory?
My favorite ASA memory would have to be my senior year. We did small groups, which is a tradition that I think you guys still do. And I think it was January where I got paired with my small group with Kevin Chang, Emily Hua, Devin Dang, and Kimmy Wong. And so the five of us became super close, and that's probably the reason why I have so many good memories from the second semester senior year, because we just spent so much time together playing Big Two. We went to DC, they visited me in Texas, and it was just really fun, like getting to know them and becoming really close with them.
Nice, okay. What does ASA mean to you?
So, ASA means a lot to me. I think like I have gotten so much out of it. Like for one, there's this like an amazing community. I feel like I've made so many great friends through ASA and just gotten to meet so many different people. And another really big thing that I really appreciate that I learned more about through ASA is this Asian American advocacy. Because growing up, like I never really felt like a minority, I guess. I grew up in a super diverse area, never felt weird for being Asian or anything, didn't really realize there were like so many issues and stereotypes, you know? And so once I became more involved in ASA and just like learned more about those things through workshops and speakers, I just feel like I've just become so much more educated, and I just love talking about it now with other people, and just also bringing it up with people who aren't Asian. Like I think that's also really important too. So I guess like for me, ASA just gave me like all of my closest friends and taught me how to like speak up about issues that we face. So yeah.
Nice. Is there anything you would like to say to the Pitt ASA community?
I would say that you guys are doing a great job. Like I'm still around and I see like the stuff that you guys do, and it makes me really happy seeing that like, I don't know, all the umbrellas and ASA like collaborating, doing things, and just seeing the community grow. Also like that's really amazing to me, because before, like when I was a freshman, ASA was pretty small, but just like seeing like all the stuff that you guys have done and like all the new people that have joined, like it's just really cool. It's like seeing the growth of ASA. So just like keep it up. You guys are doing great, and you know, like just enjoy your time in undergrad with like your organizations and with ASA, because like once you graduate from college, like you don't really get the same experience ever again, and you know you can learn a lot. So yeah.
Alrighty.
A real love is never a waste of time.